talk to you a minute for this boy that beat a kitten, and there was a video on a security camera or something like that. I seen the video. They should take that boy and tie him to a post downtown by the courthouse and announce it on TV and radio, newspaper, Facebook, and that Twitter thing, whatever it is. Just spread it all over the place that there ain't going to be no police there in 12 hours. Do with him what you want. And then just walk away. You come back, I about bet you he ain't there. That's what I think of that son of a bitch. But I was told, I've been told this before, that because I'm a trapper, I'm like that. Nothing is further from the truth. If you don't believe that, I don't give a shit. Feral cats. One of the most destructive creatures on the planet. As far as killing things like birds, rabbits, stuff like that. They've made entire documentaries on it. And if you take a feral cat and you bring it inside your house, I've got one, a 3-year-old one. It was 3 years old. Well, it's almost 5 years old now. It was 3 years old when I brought it in the house, me and my wife. You will never tame that animal entirely. Never. Guess who caught her? The trapper. Didn't hurt her a damn bit. I caught 6 of her kittens too. I got one of them in there, in my house. He just loves me to death. He'll lay belly to the sky and watch TV with me like a person. I can rub his belly. I can clip his toenails. I can rub my fingers between his toes. But we got him when he was a kitten. Got his mama at the same time. What'd I do with them other 5 kittens? I paid to have them fixed. We found homes for them. Now, while I was doing that, there's a gal that worked down to the Humane Society of Parkersburg that was bugging me and asking me for deer meat. She asked some other people too for deer meat. She saw that I'd caught a coyote on the Facebook there. I posted a picture of it. And called me everything but a nice guy. Sent me messages, my lord, the hateful messages. She wanted to shoot me right in the face because I caught and killed a coyote. But before that, she turned around and told me not to bring those kittens to the Humane Society because what they're doing is going, oh, thank you so much. Then they's killing them. They's euthanizing, they call it. And killing every one of them come in there because they's full. They didn't have no room for them. Now, euthanization is a pretty humane way to put an animal down. But they's trying to keep it a secret. Now, which is worse? A guy who manages animal populations like me and tries to do it ethically and not beat the hell out of a kitten on the ground like that boy did? Or somebody who tries to keep it a secret to be something they're not? I don't like liars. Now, I'm not putting down everything that they do. Don't disown them because of it, but they shouldn't lie to make me look different than them. That's not right. That's no more right than that boy beating that kitten on the ground. In my mind, that's what I think of a liar or a thief. Now, here's a problem I got. I want to know what that boy's sentence is going to be exactly. Because the meth head that broke into my truck here a while back, he didn't get anything. Nothing. I got pictures and video. He got nothing. I know where he lives. I know his name. He got nothing. You know how I know all that? I caught him myself. Damn near went to jail. We had a little conversation. The police's hands are tied when it comes to something like that. Isn't that ridiculous? There's another boy I know, and I know where he lives. He's overdosed like 9, 10, 12 times. I don't know. And I asked the question, how come y'all just leave after you revive him with that Narcan stuff? And my wife can't even get good health care because she don't have insurance. And I forget, an MRI is like $8,000 or $9,000 just for an MRI. Wow. This boy gets free Narcan, and when the police department and the EMS and all that leave, he gets nothing. He gets to stay home. It's not illegal to OD on that stuff. You believe that? It's not very much of a punishment if you get caught with a little bit of that stuff. It's not very much of a punishment if you get caught selling a little bit of that stuff, as far as I'm concerned. It's not very much of a punishment for a lot of things like that. When just one MRI cost my wife $9,000. I about bet you that boy beat that kitten. And he should. He should get just as, I mean, they should be mean to that boy. He's going to get more than somebody selling a little bit of meth to one of your kids. Now, as far as that coyote I killed, I've killed a lot of them, and I'm going to keep doing it. Let's see, I can't remember. I think it was last year. I caught, I only ran like, I don't know, 8 traps, 9 traps, something like that. And I caught 62 animals. I kept 7 of them. A few of them was y'all's dogs and cats that you won't leave at home. And I let them go, unharmed. Unharmed to the point that y'all don't know I caught your dogs and cats. I quit telling people that. I used to tell people when I caught their dogs and cats. Feel bad, and they shouldn't have been there where they're at, because I'm a long ways from their house. People don't believe they travel that far. Now, you letting your dogs and cats run around outside, yeah, that's up to you. But if it comes onto my property and I catch it in a trap, I'm going to let it go. But there's people out there that won't let it go. I wish it wasn't, but that's a fact. They think they're feral, especially if they ain't got no collar on them. So please put a collar on them if you're going to do that crap. I don't like it, but it's a reality, and people don't like reality. Now, if people like me didn't catch coyotes, what would happen is they would eventually get so bad that there wouldn't be, and there isn't already, very many deer. There wouldn't be very many turkeys. There wouldn't be very many anything. The wildlife would get destroyed to the point that they didn't have any food left, hardly, and they would starve to death. They would get the mange and die. They would get all kinds of diseases, and they would die a horrible, horrible death that would be far worse than the beating that asshole gave that kitten in that video. Whose fault would that be? I'm trying to be one of the people that manages these animals. You gonna do it? I take no pleasure in walking up to a trap and killing an animal. I do take pride in the fact that I know how. I take pride in the fact that I know how to tan it, and I know how to gland it. I know how to make things from it. I take pride in that. I take no joy from walking up to that animal and taking its life. None. It's a deed that needs done. Now these people going around saying fix your cat, spay and neuter, spay and neuter, spay and neuter, spay and neuter. One of the best hunting dogs I ever had was half beagle and half terrier. That was the most well-behaved, damn good rabbit hunting dog I ever had in my life. That dog could be hot on a rabbit and never run a deer after I got it well trained and stuff. But it could be hot on a rabbit and a long ways away, and boy, I can whistle loud. If you know me, I can whistle. I can whistle loud as a damn police siren. That dog would stop, turn around and run back to me. The dog did everything I asked of it, just like Shelby does. My dog Shelby. Shelby is half Australian Shepherd and half Lab. The very best dog I've ever met in my life. I love that dog to death. She is so smart. Wow, that dog's taught me a lot. I've had a lot of people tell me, hey man, can you train my dog? Because apparently I'm good at it. No. I'm not good at training dogs. I'm good at learning the behavior of a specific dog. Dogs only understand dog and pack. They want two things. They want food and they want sex. But they also want a third thing, a job that falls into pack. If that dog is out of control with no alpha in its pack, that alpha is supposed to give that dog a job to do. But without an alpha, that dog's going to find a job to do. And to a house dog, a domesticated dog, the only thing he's going to do is find something that gets him attention. That'll be his job. If chewing on the couch gets him yelled at, he's going to keep doing it. Mom likes that. Good or bad, that dog gets attention. Now, if you're alpha and you give that dog something to do, first thing I ever taught Shelby was find the remote. And I'd hide it before I'd leave. When I got home, I'd ask that dog to find that remote. And she eventually got to where she'd find it every day. Then as she got a little bit older, I'd come home from work. It'd be laying on the floor and she'd be sitting there next to it when I opened the door. That dog lived every day to find that remote. Now we learned, I didn't teach her, a lot of other stuff. Anybody that's met Shelby knows Shelby's a damn good dog. I had one of these Humane Society lovers, that's what I call them. I probably shouldn't, but Shelby was laying in the yard. Shelby is trained in alert and retrieve. She is actually certified through a place in Georgia in alert and retrieve. I fall down sometimes. I pass out sometimes. I've had seizures. I don't like telling you that. But Shelby alerts me when I'm going to start getting sick. She'll tell me about 20 minutes ahead of time. And it's amazing because I didn't teach that dog that. Now, after I learned that that's what she was doing, I did teach her how to signal me better that was coming. She was laying in my yard where I told her to lay, and I was working on the front end of the truck. It was a light out or something. This lady stopped her car in the middle of the street and said, "Oh, you poor baby, who left you outside?" and tried to come over to her and pick her up to take her to the Humane Society because she was outside and not tied up. I come around the front of that truck and lit her ass up, told her to get out of my yard. I'm not going to stand there and explain to myself. I don't put her vest on because people look at you funny like that. They treat you different. I don't like that. I'm a man. I'm still a man, still alive. Don't treat me different. I just get sick sometimes, and that dog helps me. She can bring me my cane. She can bring me my phone. She can bring me a drink of water. She can go get me a person. She's done it many times. And this bitch stopped in the middle of the road because that dog was laying there where I told the dog to lay. She was working for me and was going to take her to the Humane Society because she wasn't tied up. I'd much rather be trained than tied up. She has a little red tag hanging on her that says medical alert, and that lady was going to turn my dog in the Humane Society. And if they had too many dogs, guess what would happen after a while? That killed my dog. If nobody come and got her. What if a dog had cancer and was so bad it couldn't even get up and go to the bathroom? Could you put it down? Humane Society would do it for you. Veterinarian, he'd do it for you. Would you have the money to do it? Because these days it takes money. That's all I'm going to say about that. But don't beat an animal. I ain't never whooped that dog in my life. Not one time. Me and her have learned a lot together. And it's positive reinforcement that gets you the most. Dog knows when you're upset with them. And it hurts their feelings. They know they've done wrong. Don't beat an animal. Don't do that. I see you doing it, and I'll probably hurt you. Yeah. I'll physically hurt another human being just like that boy that beat that kitten. Wait a minute. All of a sudden it's okay again with you folks, ain't it? Because you want to hurt that boy that beat that kitten. Whoops. We came full circle. What kind of guy's a trapper? I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired of explaining myself, but here we are again. Some folks need to get off these devices and get outside and learn a little bit about nature, because I'm telling you right now, things are going bad with the animals right now in this area. And it's not my fault. Whose fault is it? I didn't even take an animal this year. None. Have a good one. Kind of left out a part there. I was talking about Shelby being half lab and half Australian Shepherd, and that other dog was half beagle, half terrier. Best dogs I ever had. If y'all keep spaying and neutering, I mean, I get it. It needs done some. It was on the TV this morning that sparked this thing in me. Feral cat numbers have dropped because of spaying and neutering. They're letting a lot of them go and they're killing other animals, but if you keep spaying and neutering dogs, it's already happening. You ain't going to have nothing left but full-blooded animals. One of the sickest animals on the planet. They have hip problems and stomach problems and all this other stuff. Because a purebred animal is a mixed breed until we get what we want. I hope something ever happens to Shelby, God forbid, that'd kill me. I hope I can find another half Australian Shepherd and half Lab. I doubt I can because they'll all be spayed and neutered. I'm just throwing it out there. Shelby's been fixed. I get it. But we got to be careful. Got to manage this thing. Don't just go one direction. Later.